repair, choose Foster Roofing.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
Teachers and all service providers, if you are buying or selling real estate, IMA NWA Hero is for you. Together with Don Richardson with Fathom Realty and Lisa Sumi with Nexa Mortgage and Title Tech Bentonville, you will receive first-hand rebates that will save you thousands, whether buying or selling real estate, using the Homes for Heroes. Go to imanwahero.com. No gimmicks, no fees, no red tape, only savings. Thank you for doing what you do so we can do what we do.
We are back here in Rogers as we get you ready for basketball. The Wolverines and the Rogers Mounties will introduce. Tell me when you're ready. We'll get the starters queued up here for the West Wolverines. We'll do the Rogers starters first. Aubrey Treadwell, along with Brooklyn Owens, Avery Engling, Megan Tracy, and Sela Blockberger, the starters for Rogers head coach Preston Ely. So for the Wolverines, they'll start Mesa Willis along with Ashley Rangel, Ivy Johnson, Savannah Rangel, and Olivia Nixon. Familiar starting five for head coach Dion Hargrove. Wolverines are in navy blue with gold numbers. Rogers in the home whites with blue numbers. Crowd filing in on a cold night in Northwest Arkansas. Good night to be inside watching basketball.
Without a doubt. I'm so glad we're not at football tonight.
That's right, yeah. No question about it.
So we're talking pregame about West playing with Northside and some of the leaders in the conference. Rogers' only win of the season was against Bentonville, who's 4-1 in second place. So
they got a 50-44 win that night. Yes.
So both these teams have proven they can play with, some of the upper echelon of the 6A West. Now it's time the proof's in the pudding, I guess, right, Derek?
Got to cross that finish line and turn it into a win. That's the next step.
Is that one of the oldest man things I've said probably on air in 7 years? The proof is in the pudding. That's pretty old.
Rangel jumping against Owens, and West will have the tap. They've got Ivy Johnson at the point.
Rogers in a 1-3-1 zone. Got to figure out, there we go, get Ivy in the middle. That's what you want to do against this zone. She's a playmaker.
They loop it over to Ashley Rangel. Shot clock at 11, and from near the elbow, Savannah Rangel misses. Offensive board, Nixon. New shot clock for West. Savannah will try again. That's off the front of the rim. Nixon, the rebound, missed the putback. They fight for it, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with West.
Good job on the glass. Got to finish those at the rim. Got to find a way to get them in the hole.
Willis gets it in. Johnson down the baseline with a strong take. Gets her own miss. Shot is blocked by Engling. And now Rogers takes it the other way.
5 shots on that possession, Derek.
Wow. At the foul line, Blockberger to the corner. Here's a 3 for Tracy. No good. And Nixon, another rebound for the Wolverines. Well, they're owning the glass here in the first minute or so. Willis steps into a 3. No good. The rebound by Johnson, and she puts it in.
That's what I think the Wolverines need to do. Push the ball in transition. First good look, because they're going to kill on the glass all night, probably, if they'll attack it.
So here is Treadwell running the point for Rogers. Owens And the entry pass is stolen by Ivy Johnson. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Savannah Rangel to the cup, rejected by Brooklyn Owens.
That's an athletic play. Nice shot blocker there for Coach Early.
So West will have it on the baseline. Willis to inbound. Ashley Rangel
Nice
back to the inbounder, and a foul as Willis gets clobbered by Avery Engling.
Sometimes you run that zone out of bounds, you kind of forget about the inbounder, and Mesa just snuck in behind it.
At the line, shooting 2, Mesa Willis.
So it's 2 shots for Mesa Willis. And she missed the first one. Got most of the rim, but did not fall. Second free throw good. 1 out of 2 for Willis, so it is 3-0. The Wolverines have the lead. They race to the other end. Rogers and a 3-pointer for Brooklyn Owens. So the game's level at 3. Willis in the corner. Back up top, Savannah Rangel. Willis will try a 3 from the angle, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Ashley Rangel. New shot clock for West. Willis down the baseline. No call, gets it back. This time there is a call. Willis going to the line again.
Number 2.
So Treadwell, that's her first.
Team second.
And a familiar spot, Mesa Willis back to the free throw line. We're brought to you in part by Legacy Bank, I'm a NWA Hero, and Northwest Health System.
Again, the Wolverines doing a good job getting to the rim.
But so far, 1 out of 3 at the stripe early on. Gotta cash in. One out of 2 again for Mesa Willis, and West is in front 4-3. Here's Treadwell. The dump down at the foul line. Blockberger, and a foul is called before the shot on the Wolverines. I think they got Nixon for her first.
Foul on Olivia Nixon, her first. Team's
Baseline out of bounds for Rogers with Treadwell looking to throw it in. They try and get the quick hitter underneath. That was cut off quickly for England, and then the ball goes out of bounds over to West.
Well, Engling's got some pretty heavy tape on her right hand. She tried to make that pass with her left hand, didn't look comfortable passing with her left hand, so.
Here's Johnson. They skip it. Willis. Deep 3. Rangel. Yes.
There it is. Yes, ma'am.
So Savannah Rangel's first points of the night make it 7-3. Owens trying to answer, not this time. And the rebound secured by Ashley Rangel.
Nice tip out by Mesa Willis. She had no position, but was able to get that over to Ashley.
I think that's something more and more players are learning about as Johnson goes in for the foul. They're learning more about the back tap and how useful that can be.
Well, Coach White, we started doing that about 3 years ago at West, maybe 4. We call it tag rebounding. When you're shooting long shots, you don't want to be up under the rim.
So Avery England got tagged with that foul. It's her first. Or second, I'm sorry. It's her second. Rogers has taken a full timeout, so we will take it as well. You're watching Wolverine basketball. All right, we're back here in Rogers. And when we come back to action, Ivy Johnson will toe the line for a couple of free throws for Bentonville West. 4:52 to go here in the first quarter. Perfect with the first. So one more for Ivy. No Wolverines down to box out. And they didn't need to be down there because she made it. So it's 9-3, I think. It was 7-3, now it's 9-3.
So Mason went 1 for 2 on her first two trips.
Yep. Yep, it's 9-3 with 4:40 to go, and there's an entry pass taken away by Johnson. And then she lost it, and Kiara Owens puts it in. She entered at the timeout. She puts in the bucket after the takeaway, and it is now 9-5. Here's Ashley over to Savannah. Rangel down the baseline, cut off. Willis finds a way to put one up, doesn't go, gets her own rebound, and another miss. Ball out of bounds. Willis takes a tumble, but it'll belong to the Mounties. Wolverines just dominating the boards in this first quarter.
Ten shots to 4 we've taken.
Owens, and one of the Wolverines may have got a piece of that. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to West. So I guess they didn't get a piece of that.
Well,
he put,
yeah,
that's right.
Rogers thought they got it,
Yeah.
or maybe they were just trying to sell it.
So West ball, Ivy brings it up. No pressure by the Mounties. Under 4 to go here in the first quarter. Poked away by Brooklyn Owens, out of bounds.
So good start for the Wolverines tonight. Somebody's going to have to attack the gaps.
Here's Rangel for
zone.
3, not there. Offensive board, Willis. Back out, and it's out of the reach of Savannah. This will be backcourt on the touch. So it is Rogers' ball. And because the ball squirted so far away, Rogers is going to get a front court inbound out of this. Treadwell directing traffic on the inbound. Owens, rise and fire 3, no good. Johnson with the rebound for West. She goes to the other end quickly. Rangel, a long deuce, not there. Rebounded by Treadwell, or by Owens, and a foul is called on West. A long way from the basket. Frustration foul.
Bentonville foul on
Ashley Rangel with her first.
Her first, team second.
Team second foul.
For the Lady Wolverines is number 15.
West has Kendall Lindsay checking into the game, and Olivia Nixon will get a break.
So Rangel moves to the middle of the 1-3-1. Savannah drops to the wing, and Kendall comes in at the point in that 1-3-1 zone.
There's Treadwell over to Tracy. Kiara Owens defended by Ivy Johnson. It's a good defensive possession here for West. 10 on the shot clock. Owens drops it down low, deflected. 5 on the timer. Treadwell a 3, not there. Rebound, stick back underneath for Megan Tracy, and she got it tapped to her from Owens. Another one of those tap plays underneath. Didn't have the position, but got it to the player who did have the position. So we've seen each team do that now. 9-7, West by 2.
West doing a good job of moving the ball, but somebody's got to attack some gaps at some point against his zone. There we go. Good, Savannah.
Floater by Savannah, no good. Rebound, and the putback rolls around it in for Willis.
We finally get a roll, Derek.
Touched every part of the iron and went down. Treadwell for 3, way off. Underneath, offensive board, Blockberger out of bounds. Last touch by Ashley Rangel, who was laying on the baseline. Substitution here, Callie Wooldridge coming in for Rogers to replace Megan Tracy. Baseline out of bounds for the Mounties. 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Wooldridge looking to get it in. Owens will try another three. That doesn't go. She hit that first one and hasn't hit since. And now a foul on the rebound against the Mounties.
Rogers foul called on Kelly.
Mounties are 0 for 6 on their last 3-point attempts, 1 for 7 for the game.
Wooldridge with her first personal foul. That's the 4th on the Mounties. Lindsay, nowhere to go, finds Johnson. Rangel. Ivy on a drive, lost it, got it back, and now it's taken away by Kiera Owens.
That evens the turnovers at 3 apiece for the first quarter.
Here's Brooklyn Owens inside, fighting through a double team, and she lost it out of bounds. Well, the defense for the Wolverines has really been dialed in this first quarter.
Yep. They've pretty much been one and done on their misses. They've had one putback, and that was kind of the bad tap by Ashley. She should have been tipping it out the other way. She tipped it to Rogers' goal.
Final minute here of the first quarter. Kendall Lindsay thought about the three. Now Lindsay puts it on the deck, and we've got a held ball, and Rogers has the arrow.
Possession, Rogers.
So the Mounties have it. 50 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
West goes to man.
Blockberger with the left hand, no. Rebounded by Rangel. About a second and a half between the two clocks here. West looking to attack.
Good pass.
Johnson just couldn't quite catch it cleanly.
It's the right idea, right play. Get the corner, get the dive.
Reversal down the baseline doesn't go for Owens. Willis has it, 4 seconds to go. Rangel. Chance to beat the buzzer. In and out. And that brings us to the close of quarter number 1. Wolverines are in front 11-7. And you're watching Wolverine basketball presented by Bob Maury Auto Body and Foster Roofing.
Okay, I have my checking account number, my passcode numbers, my social security.
Let's just start with your name. Jim, right?
Feeling like you're just a number? Come to Legacy. We take the time to get to know you and your financial goals, and we'll never treat you like a number.
But if you were a number, you'd be number 1.
Who are you talking to?
Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1996, Bob Maury's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Back here in Rogers. This week officially named the site of the 6A state tournament coming up in March. And the Wolverines are up 11-7.
Yeah, I hope that's a fun state tournament for us, Derek.
Well,
it's nice that it's close, I can tell you that.
That's right, and it's in a great facility here at Rogers. We're brought to you in part by Absolute Janitorial Services, First National Bank of NWA, and Sam's Club.
Well, Lamont Frazier, the boys coach, Derek, gave me a little tour of all they've done. And I'm telling you, the facilities here at Rogers High are amazing.
So we're underway here in the second. West up by 4. Mesa Willis left alone. Three-pointer good. So that's 7 for Mesa. And West is up by 7. Entry pass poked away. Ashley Rangel got a hand on it. It'll stay with Rogers. They've got 25 on the shot clock. Owens drives, lost it, got it back, Treadwell. The corner, Kiara Owens. Pass a little high there on the entry for Engling, but she got fouled.
Ashley had her hand in the middle of her back, kind of gave her a shove. That's a second on Ashley Rangel.
Her second, team's third.
Non-shooting foul. So Rogers ball on the baseline.
She's going to stay in the game, looks like, with 2 fouls.
This is Wooldridge. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Savannah Rangel. Didn't have the numbers, so pulls it back. Now Lindsay. Ashley Rangel, a 3. That doesn't go. Rebounded by Kiara Owens for Rogers.
Mesa Willis was trying to get that back tap right there. She's just a monster on the glass.
Owens rejected by Ivy Johnson. Got it back. Treadwell thought about it. Now gets it away to a teammate, to Wooldridge. Deep 3, Treadwell. Yes. First bucket for Aubrey Treadwell. And it's 14-10. Minute and a half gone here in the second. Willis draws a crowd and somehow is able to put it up and in. That's 9 for Mesa. And she was triple teamed. Timeout Mounties. Coach Coach Ely wants to talk it over. Early, that's right. It's a 30, so we'll hold it here. Our coverage presented by Bob Morey Auto Body and by Foster Roofing.
So Coach Early's dad was a longtime softball coach at UA Monticello. His brother Ken Early is the softball coach at Bentonville High School. So there's a lot of games that have been coached in the Early family.
It's in the blood.
And speaking of in the blood, there's Coach Dion Hargrove on your screen, the West Lady Wolverine coach, and his daughter Demi is his assistant coach. So the Hargroves are starting their own little family tree right there on the Wolverine bench.
UA Monticello, of course, home of the Bull Weevils.
That's right. Good
as
for
we
you,
all
Derek.
know very well. I grew up around what was then AIC basketball. I know. Never went on a road trip with my dad to Monticello. All right, here we are as we resume play in the second quarter.
So West has changed it up to a 2-3 matchup, looks like.
Treadwell gets a screen. Wooldridge, 8 on the timer.
They're really pressuring the ball up top. Nice read by Ivy.
Yep, she picked it off. Ivy Johnson with a steal, and then she's fouled 75 feet from the goal by Treadwell, and that's her second.
Coach Pratt may be trying to get her as a free safety. Oh, wait, she's a senior, my fault.
That's a couple of nice reads by her. Olivia Nixon's coming back in for West.
I like her in that baseline spot to be able to roam that baseline and anticipate those passes like that. So Ashley with 2 fouls goes to the bench. That's a good job of not picking up her third.
That's right.
Whoa.
Errant pass by Willis, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, it's an unforced error, Derek, but it's not a live ball turnover.
Yeah.
With our defense, those turnovers don't kill you nearly as bad as a live ball turnover, because we get a chance to defend and rebound right here, which we've done a really good job of all year.
Another rejection by Ivy Johnson. Strong inside. And then it's thrown away by Treadwell. There's one of those live ball turnovers. Treadwell sweeps in, no good. Rebound, and Owens draws a foul.
Bentonville West foul on Savannah Rangel.
So the foul is on Savannah Rangel. It's her first.
Team's fourth.
Kiera Owens at the line. One more.
First trip to the free throw line for the Mounties tonight.
Blockberger's back in for West. They're going to get for Rogers. West is going to bring Ashley Rangel back in with 2 fouls. Kendall Lindsay will take a break. So 2 free throw makes there for Kiera Owens. And it is 16-12. Nowhere to go here for Johnson. Gets it away to Savannah Rangel.
Ivy was at that nail earlier in the half moon. There she goes. They're doubling her. That should open it up for the three-pointers or the dump down.
Willis nearly lost it. Draws a triple team again, and there's a takeaway. Blockberger to the cup, and a blocking foul, and that's bad news for West. Ashley Rangel just picked up her third.
Lady Wolverines foul on Ashley Rangel. That's her third.
That's such a tough play because your instincts are take the charge, but you got two fouls.
Kind of got to know where you are in the game. That's right. Yep.
Tough play. But it's 2 shots for Sela Blockberger, and she makes the first.
Well, one thing the Mounties have proven, they're pretty good at free throws. They're 3 for 3 on the night.
Kendall Lindsay back in.
He says like he's trying to jinx him. All right, Coach Hargrove's going to take time here.
I'm guessing a 30. They're all standing up, so.
I think you're right, it is. So before the next free throw, and by the way, with those free throws, Rogers has outscored him 6-2 here in the last few minutes.
Well, I feel like we talked about the Wolverines kind of getting runs, right? Well, I feel like they did that in the first quarter. They scored a bunch early, went through a lull, scored a couple at the end. Here we go. We scored 5 early, and now we haven't scored it. Is this our middle lull of the quarter, maybe?
One more here for Blockberger at the line.
So turnovers are 8-6.
Kendall Lindsay back in the game, and we may not see Ashley Rangel again in this quarter. 4:43 left. 1 out of 2 at the line. Nixon gets the rebound.
It worked.
Between that and the timeout.
Coach Hargrove, we'll give that to Ison with the timeout.
Put the kibosh on it.
Yep.
Kendall Lindsay for 3, and it's no good. Nixon fighting for the rebound, a held ball, and the arrow favors Rogers.
Held ball. Possession Rogers.
That's when you want those held balls, is on your offensive end on rebounds like that. So Wolverines back in the 1-3-1 with Nixon back in the game.
Here is Engling over to Owens. 3-pointer, Kiera Owens, an air ball, and it's pulled down by Savannah Rangel.
You think Ivy Johnson challenging her there scared her a little bit? She's already got like 2 blocks on the night. It's a little tough to shoot with that athlete flying at you.
Willis lost her feet.
Oh.
Throws it out of bounds.
Off Blockberger.
Yep.
Smart play by Mesa.
Rogers has Brooklyn Owens coming back in to replace Kiera Owens.
Mesa's getting up a little tender. She's tough-o.
That was an awkward fall.
Yeah,
over there.
She's going to have to be hopping on one leg to get taken out.
She kind of is a little bit. Johnson down the lane. Foul called on Rogers. And it's on Blockberger. Blockberger with her first. And back to the free throw line goes Ivy Johnson for the Wolverines. We're brought to you in part by McClarty Daniel, Roush Coleman Homes, and the Bentonville Athletic Booster Club. First one's good. That's 5 for Ivy. Mesa leading the way with 9. Rogers leading scorer Kiera Owens has 4. So it is 18-13. West leads by 5. 3.5 to go until halftime.
Wolverines lead this quarter 7-6, so it's been a good quarter for West.
Treadwell nearly lost it. Owens to Blockberger. A 3 doesn't go. And it's out of bounds. And one official overrules the other and claims it was tipped. And so Rogers will keep the ball with 14 on the shot clock.
Well, Derek, I'm a little bit of a homer, I admit it, but that was either a block or a foul. They didn't call the foul, so they got to give them the tip, I think, on that, don't they?
Blockberger, a corner triple, no good. Lindsay gets the board. Lindsay. Willis back out front. Rangel for 3. Not that time. And the long board goes to the corner where it's retrieved by Ivy Johnson. And she throws it off of a off Blockberger out of bounds.
It almost came back and got her.
Yeah. Got trapped in the corner. Was able to create a way to get out of it and save the possession. Johnson over to Rangel. She'll try a 3, and it's good. Her second from outside, so Savannah's got 6.
She's 2 for 4 from deep, 50%. That's a good start for Savannah.
8-point West lead. Rogers goes inside out. Blockberger near the top of the key. Tracy over to Treadwell. Into Ingling. Ingling draws a foul.
Who you think, Ivy?
Ivy Johnson.
Fouls on Ivy Johnson.
Her first.
Bentonville West 16 foul.
It puts Avery Ingling at the foul line. A lefty, and she puts it in.
Couple of lefties. Blockberger's a lefty. Ingling's a lefty. Is she shooting lefty because of her hand? I don't think she's a lefty.
Oh, wow.
I think it's because her hand's messed up.
Is she ambidextrous?
Yeah. Oh, she's just shooting left-handed free throws.
There's a jumper that drops off glass for Aubrey Treadwell. She's got 5. Kind of pushed it up there, and it went in. It's a 5-point game. Taken away by Owens. Owens missed it. Follow. No. Rebounded by Willis.
Good hustle by Mesa coming down and get the second one. So the Mounties miss an opportunity there.
Couldn't cash in on the live ball turnover. We're approaching 90 seconds to go here until halftime. West by 5. Rangel to Johnson. Probes, dishes, Willis for 3, no. And the rebound secured by Ingling.
That was a good action, a good look by Mesa in the corner. Just didn't drop. But that action is good action for the Wolverines against that zone.
Mid-ranger, Blockberger doesn't go. England fighting for the board, but it's won by West. Johnson goes all the way with it and gets fouled.
That's a kind of a late call. The closest official was right there. I heard the slap from up here with a set of headphones on. That's why we have 3 of them, right? In case.
Right. Ivy's at the line to shoot 2. And she got the first.
Kira Owens back in for Rogers. And Mackenzie Anderson in.
Ivy's got that early made bucket, and then she scored her last 5 at the stripe. She's got 7 in the game. Make it 8.
She's perfect from the line tonight. So 6 for 6 from 3 throws in her last bucket, so she's made her last 7 looks at the rim.
That's a good sign for the Wolverines as they try and get their first league win here tonight on the road.
Good
Owens
challenge.
over Johnson, not there. They get the board. It never hit the rim, so the shot clock's at 14. Owens again, she tries to go around Ivy that time, and that didn't work out for Rogers anyway. And now here's Lindsay taking it the other way. Long pass, Savannah, tough catch down the baseline, rejected, got it back, knocked out of bounds, and West will have it with 23.8 to go in the half.
Well, that's what you call passing somebody open. Good lead pass to the rim by Kendall Lindsay. Good challenge by the Mounties. Keep Rangel from finishing.
Willis inbounds. The shot clock is off. Kendall Lindsay leaves the jumper short. It's rebounded by Brooklyn Owens. We're down to 10 seconds. Three-pointer, Tracy. Underneath, it doesn't go for Owens. Time winding down. Johnson, Savannah Rangel won't get it away in time. And we go to the half with the Wolverines leading by 7, 23-16. Probably the best half of basketball we've seen in conference play.
Well, Derek, you know, as a former coach, I'm going to nitpick it just a little bit. It is a great half for the Lady Wolverines. Cut down on the turnovers. We have 5 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 9 total. It's not nearly as many as we had the last couple of games, but most of them haven't been live ball turnovers. So I think that's the big difference of why we had the lead is most of our turnovers haven't resulted in buckets. And the ones that have, Mounties have missed. They've missed some transition looks off some turnovers. So Wolverines looking really good. Ashley Rangle's about the only bad thing with 3 fouls. Other than that, everybody's kind of hitting shots. Mace's scoring, Savannah's scoring, and Ivy Johnson are scoring. Your 3 main scorers are doing what they're supposed to do.
All right, it's halftime here. West leads by 7. We're presented by Bob Morey Auto Body and by Foster Roofing. We'll take a break and come back with more after this.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
McClarty Daniel means making deals. Browse Northwest Arkansas's largest premium pre-owned inventory on your phone right now to find your best deal. Fuel-efficient commuters? We've got them. Low-mileage trucks? We've got them too. Need a bigger ride for your growing family? Check out our great selection of third-row SUVs. We've got all makes, the most popular models, and the largest pre-owned selection around. Find your deal now at BentonvilleBuickGMC.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Why do people do business with First Western? Because First Western builds relationships with their customers. They work to help you with your financial goals over all seasons of life. They are prompt and responsive. Plus, they offer banking, mortgage, insurance, and investment services. For a high level of service and financial partner who will listen and respond, try First Western. Online at firstwestern.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Insurance investment products are not FDIC insured.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
Teachers and all service providers, if you are buying or selling real estate, IMA NWA Hero is for you. Together with Don Richardson with Fathom Realty and Lisa Sumi with Nexa Mortgage and Title Tech Bentonville, You will receive first-hand rebates that will save you thousands, whether buying or selling real estate, using the Homes for Heroes. Go to imanwahero.com. No gimmicks, no fees, no red tape, only savings. Thank you for doing what you do so we can do what
We're back here in Rogers, halftime of our girls' game, and West is in front 23-16. 9 for Mesa Willis in the first half, 8 for Ivy Johnson, 6 for Savannah Rangel. Leading scorer for Rogers, Aubrey Treadwell with 5. So Wolverine defense did a really nice job in that first half of not letting Rogers get going, particularly from the three-point territory. They hit 3 of them, but they're one of those teams that when they get hot, it feels like they can make 5, 6 in a hurry.
Yeah, they made 3, but they missed 10.
Yeah,
so if you keep a team under 30%, that's good. And they're sitting about 22% or something. So that's really good defense. And when teams play zone, you know, you got to say, you kind of got to shoot them out of the zone. You always hear that, right? Well, I feel like you do that, but you do that by attacking the rim and then kick out threes versus the just kind of pass it around the rim and then shoot the 3, right? Or pass it around the arc and then shoot the 3. Both teams been a little guilty of that in the first half, but when teams have penetrated those gaps, that's when both teams have had success scoring.
And it's been good to see. We've seen Mesa Willis have some strong offensive nights, but to see Ivy Johnson get 8 in the first half is a really encouraging sign for this Wolverine ball club.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, like I said, I think Coach Hargrove's pleased with the half. Now we just got to figure out a way to put 4 quarters together. That's the part of the recipe the Wolverines haven't added. You know, I mean, they can't figure out a way to get 4 quarters. Please, hey, they won both quarters, so let's see if we can win 2 more here.
That will be the goal as we have the second half coming up here in a little while. You see the boys on the floor shooting around, wearing the road grays tonight as they take on Rogers following our girls action here on the Wolverine Sports Network. So West leads by 7, 23-16 at the break. Our coverage is presented by Bob Morey Auto Body and by Foster Roofing. We'll step out. We'll have the second half for you coming up in a moment here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Okay, I have my checking account number, my passcode numbers, my social security.
Let's just start with your name. Jim, right?
Feeling like you're just a number? Come to Legacy. We take the time to get to know you and your financial goals, and we'll never treat you like a number.
But if you were a number, you'd be number 1.
Who are you talking to?
Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1990, Bob Morey's Auto is working hard to do the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
All right, we're ready for the second half here with West and Rogers. And the Wolverines are up 7. They're going to have the ball on the alternating possession as well to start this second half. So an opportunity to add to this lead, keep the pressure on. The Wolverines are off Tuesday, and they will play next Friday at Harbor. The Mounties will be at Springdale on Tuesday night. And then they will host Heritage next Friday night here in this building.
And I think the Harper girls are 2-1 going into the night, I believe. Is that right?
Well, let's check. 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay, so the boys and the girls are both 2 and 2 then, going into tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So we told you Rogers was 3 of 13, I think I said. Wolverines are 3 of 9 from 3. So that's really the difference in the game. You know, we're shooting at a above 30% clip from the arc, and Mounties are not. And we're killing them on the glass.
Yes,
It's 2 to 1, maybe 3 to 1 offensive
Definitely.
rebounds.
Willis to inbound to Kendall Lindsay, so she starts the second half, and quickly they turn it over. They've got Ashley Rangel on the floor to start the second half with 3 fouls. So, and no Olivia Nixon on the floor to start this half for West.
So Ashley got to play smart. Nice tip by Mesa.
Kept alive by Blockberger.
So really, Willis and Rangel have to, Savannah have to be aware that Ashley has 3 and Ivy maybe take 1-4 if they need to.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Blockberger draws a foul, and it was Ivy Johnson. It's her second.
So I heard something watching Jimmy Dykes and Jay Billis, I think it was Jimmy that said, you don't want to be the first one off the floor blocking the shot. That time Ivy was the first one off the floor.
First free throw goes for Blockberger, her second point of the night. I got to tell you, that broadcast without a play-by-play guy made me very nervous for the future of our industry.
So what are you saying, Derek?
I'm saying that my job may be in jeopardy. We just get 2 guys up there talking ball.
Yeah. Isn't that what kind we do anyway?
Well,
really?
yeah, that's right. Try to anyway. Willis got fouled. So she'll shoot a pair. And that's on their number 20, Avery Engling, and that's her third. So both number 20s with a foul in the last minute or so, or less than that. Mesa Willis will shoot 2.
So both of the inside presence for the Wolverines and the Mounties now have 3 fouls. We'll see how that affects the rest of this half.
Willis to double figures with 10. 24-18. And that one off the front of the rim.
I'm telling you, Derek, the rim has been kind tonight. I've seen more balls roll around and fall in for us tonight than the entire season combined.
I like shooting in this gym. Just a couple years old here, their new arena at Rogers, and it is a tremendous facility. Springdale's getting a new gym. This will be, when we make our trip there, probably our last time in that old gym. Here's a 3 that doesn't go for Megan Tracy. Offensive board Owens. Now she'll take the baseline J. It doesn't drop. Blockberger with the rebound, and she draws a foul. A foul is called on West, and oh boy. Looks like it's on Ashley Rangel. That's number 4.
Well, and what stinks, it wasn't on the initial action. It was off a rebound.
This has become a free throw shooting competition between both these teams. First one doesn't go there for Blockberger. So Nixon is coming in, and Ashley Rangel checks out at the 6:51 mark in the third.
Well, as a boys coach, you kind of hope they get the whistles out of the way in the first game and let them play in the second game.
Free throw missed, an empty trip there for Rogers. Willis got the rebound. It's a 7-point game. Lindsay nearly fouled from behind there by Treadwell. She was reaching in for the ball. Rangel cut off. Lindsay down to Nixon. They swing it back. 7 on the shot clock. Rangel for 3. Yes! The third hit from outside for Savannah Rangel. That's our first field goal in the second half. And West has opened up a 10-point lead.
Savannah 3 of 5, 60% from the arc tonight. Shoot or shoot, baby.
So she's got 9. Willis has 11. Johnson has 8. They only have 3 scorers, but they're all filling it up right now for West. Blockberger, more great defense there by Johnson.
Third block of the night for Ivy.
And she's affected a couple more as well. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. West has a double-digit lead. Rangel again. Not this time. Rebounded by Owens. Three-pointer, Treadwell. Yes.
I think she's their shooter, Derek. We better find her. She missed her first two. She's hit her last two.
She's got 8. And the Mounties cut it to 7. Willis on the baseline, nowhere to go. Back to Lindsay. Rangel has had the hot hand, now takes a 2. Does it go? Nixon the rebound. Can't hit the putback. Tapped around. Nixon's got it. Johnson swings it back. Savannah, 3. Not this time. Another board for Nixon, and they're going to call a foul on Nixon. Looked like she was being dislodged out of the way.
That's right, and that's what kills me, Derek. Just because you're taller, like, there is no over-the-back call.
Right.
You know, she was taller, she had the ball, and the smaller Mountie player is dislodging her and pushing her back. That's not a good call. They got to fix that before the next one.
Treadwell misses, and a foul there.
That is a foul.
Engling draws it, and she'll go to the line. Mesa Willis with her first foul of the night.
Well, I don't have like a spy in the Mountie locker room, but I bet Coach Early talked to them a little about crashing the boards, because they're doing a much better job on the offensive glass here in the second half.
First free throw is good for Engling. That left-handed shot. If she's not a lefty, she's doing pretty good. 4:40 to go in the third. West leads by 5. Deflected out of bounds by Blockberger. West will keep it, 13 to shoot.
So Lindsay's doing a good job passing the ball with bounce passes on the perimeter against the zones. Sometimes you got to fake high and go low to keep those tips from happening.
6 to shoot. Poked away by Blockberger. Again, West will have it along the sideline, but this time 5 on the shot clock.
Need a quick hitter here.
Got to be aware of the time.
You got to go, Ivy.
She spins, throws it up there. That's a shot clock violation.
Well, there's a lot of contact on that one.
Yeah,
They've called a lot of fouls in this half. Maybe they're finally tired of blowing their whistle.
Back into the game for Rogers, Kiera Owens.
Kiera Owens is in for Rogers. Megan Tracy's out.
I'm just supposed to say, I forgot. I'm going to remember that.